Hello everyone, my name is Jyoti Rana and I am Assistant Professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. In my previous lecture, I told you about the types of single phase induction motor, and in my today's lecture, I am going to tell you about the three phase induction motor, its construction working principle. Three phase induction motor. So what is three-phase induction motor? The three-phase induction motors is the most widely used electrical motors. About 80% of mechanical power used by industries is provided by the three-phase induction motors because of its simple and rugged construction, low cost, good operating characteristics, the absence of commutator and good speed regulation. In three-phase induction motor, the power is transformed from stator to rotor winding through induction. The induction motor is also called asynchronous motor as it runs at a speed other than the synchronous speed. It is subsequently a constant speed motor with a shunt characteristics, a few percent speed drop from no load to full load. So this is my three-phase induction motor. I am telling you about the principle of its operation. When the stator or primary winding of a three-phase induction motor is connected, when the stator or primary winding, there are two types of winding, primary and secondary. So primary winding is known as stator winding and secondary winding is known as rotor winding. So when the starting winding or primary winding of a three-phase induction motor is connected to the three-phase supply, AC supply, a rotating magnetic field is established which rotates at synchronous speed. So here a rotating magnetic field will produced which rotates at synchronous speed. The direction of the revolution of this field will depend upon the phase sequence of the primary current and therefore will depend upon the order of connection of the primary terminals to the supply. The direction of the rotation of field can be reversed by interchanging the connections of the supply of any two leads of three-phase induction motor. The number of magnetic poles of the revolving field will be same as number of poles for which each pole of the primary or stator winding is wound. The speed at which the field produced by the primary current will revolve is called the synchronous speed of the motor and is given by an expression Ns is equals to 120 F upon may P. So this is known as the speed of the rotor, which is given by 120. 120 is the phase difference, F is the frequency and P is the number of poles. Okay, so as the rotating magnetic field produced by the primary current swipes across the rotor conductors, an EMF is induced in these conductors just as an EMF is induced in the secondary winding of a transformer by the flux set up by the primary current. Since the rotor winding is either directly shorted or closed enough some external resistance, the EMF induced in the secondary by the revolving field causes a current to flow in the rotor conductor. The rotor conductors under stator field poles will have force exerted upon them, all tending to turn the rotor. If the developed torque is great enough to overcome the resistance torque of the load, the rotor will accelerate in the same direction as the rotation of the stator field. This will be explained with the helps in terms of Lenz law. सो आई होप आप लोगों को इसकी वर्किंग समझ में आई होगी. मैं एक बार दोबारा से रिपीट कर देती हूँ कि व्हेन द स्टेटर or the primary winding is connected with the three-phase supply, a rotating magnetic field is produced. Okay, and this rotating magnetic field is strong enough to excite my rotor, and my rotor will starts rotating. So in rotor, a flux will produce which will cut the opposite flux which is the produced by the stator, and when it cut this flux, so it will start rotating. Now we have discussed that how first it will run on the synchronous, it is not a synchronous machine, it is known as asynchronous machine. So its speed will gradually increases slowly to step. Now, how can we measure the speed of the induction motor? So the expression for this is ns is equals to 120 f upon में p, जहाँ पे 120 मेरी phase displacement angle होता है between three phases, f frequency and p is the number of poles. Three-phase induction motor construction. Three-phase induction motor is constructed from two mainly parts, stator and the rotor. Stator is the stationary part, as name indicates, rotor is the rotating part. Stator winding is placed in the stator of induction motor and the three-phase supply is given to it. The rotor is connected to the mechanical load through the shaft. The rotor of the three-phase induction motor are further classified as squirrel cage rotor and slip ring rotor or wound rotor or face wound rotor. So rotor के यहाँ पे दो parts और होते हैं, that is known as squirrel cage rotor and slip ring round or wound rotor or face wound rotor. Depending upon the time of rotor construction uses the three-phase induction motor classified as. अब रोटर की कंस्ट्रक्शन किस हिसाब से की हुई है उस हिसाब से भी हम मोटर को क्लासीफाइड कर सकते हैं, लाइक स्क्विरल केज इंडक्शन मोटर और स्लिप रिंग इंडक्शन मोटर और वाउंड इंडक्शन मोटर और फेज वाउंड इंडक्शन मोटर. The construction of the stator for both of the kind of these three phase induction motors is identical. जो कंस्ट्रक्शन होती है वो दोनों की सेम होती है, द ओनली डिफरेंस इज इन द कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ द रोटर. The other parts of the three phase induction motor are shafts for transmitting the torque to the load. The shaft is made up of steel, bearings for supporting the rotating shaft. One of the problem with electrical motor is the production of heat during its rotation. To overcome this problem, we need a fan for cooling. For reversing, receiving external electrical connection, terminal box is needed. There is a small distance between rotor and stator which usually varies from 0.4 mm to 4 mm. Such a distance is called air gap. So, मैंने बताया कि रोटर के दो टाइप होते हैं, स्क्विरल केज टाइप एंड स्लिप रिंग टाइप. अगेन स्टेटर ऑफ थ्री फेज इंडक्शन मोटर के भी कुछ पार्ट्स होते हैं, लाइक स्टेटर फ्रेम, स्टेटर कोर एंड स्टेटर वाइंडिंग और फील्ड वाइंडिंग. सो स्टेटर फ्रेम क्या होता है? स्टेटर फ्रेम इज द आउटर पार्ट होता है, इज द आउटर पार्ट ऑफ द थ्री फेज इंडक्शन मोटर. इसका जो मेन फंक्शन होता है टू सपोर्ट द कोर एंड द फील्ड वाइंडिंग. इट एक्ट्स एज अ कवरिंग, इट प्रोवाइड्स प्रोटेक्शन एंड मैकेनिकल स्ट्रेंथ टू ऑल द इनर पार्ट्स ऑफ इंडक्शन मोटर. जो फ्रेम होता है वो ईदर ऑफ डाइकास्ट होता है और फैब्रिकेटेड स्टील का बना हुआ होता है. द फ्रेम ऑफ द थ्री फेस इंडक्शन मोटर शुड बी स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड रिजिड एज द एयर गैप लेंथ ऑफ थ्री फेस इंडक्शन मोटर इज वेरी स्मॉल. अदरवाइज द रोटर विल नॉट रिमेन कंसेंट्रिक with the stator, which will give rise to an unbalanced magnetic pull. Then we have stator core. Stator core is the inner part. The main function of the stator core is to carry the alternating flux. In order to reduce the eddy current loss, the stator core is laminated. These laminated types of structures are made up of stampings, which is about 0.4 to 0.5 mm thick. All these stampings are stamped together to form stator core, which is then housed in stator frame. The stamping is made up of silicon steel, which helps to reduce the hysteresis losses occurring in the motor. Here the outer part is known as the stator frame, inner part is known as the stator core. Stator winding or field winding. The slots on the periphery of the stator core of the three-phase induction motor carry these three-phase windings. We apply three-phase AC supply to the three-phase winding. The three parts phases of these windings are connected either in star or delta depending upon type of starting method we use. We start the squirrel cage motor mostly with star delta star, and hence the stator of squirrel cage motor is delta connected. We start the slip ring three-phase induction motor by inserting resistances, so the stator winding of slip ring induction motor can connected either in star or delta. The windings wound on the stator of three-phase induction motor is also called field winding, and when this winding is excited by three-phase AC supply, it produces a rotating magnetic field. So here is my squirrel cage rotor. So motor employing this type of rotor is known as squirrel cage induction motors. Almost 90% of induction motors are squirrel cage type because this type of rotor has the simplest and most rugged construction. The rotor consists of a cylindrical laminated core with parallel slots for carrying the rotor conductors, which it should be rated clearly are not wires but consist of heavy bars of copper, aluminium, or alloys. The rotor bars are permanently short circuited on themselves, as you are watching in this figure. So the rotor of the squirrel cage three-phase induction motor is cylindrical and have slots on its periphery as I shown you in the figure. These slots are made up of parallel to each other but are big squared, as the squeeing prevents magnetic locking of stator and rotor teeth and makes the working of the motor more smoother and quieter. The squirrel cage rotor consists of aluminium, brass, or copper bars. The aluminium, brass, or copper bars are called rotor conductors and are placed in the slots on the periphery of the rotor. The rotor conductors are permanently shorted by the copper or aluminium rings called the end rings. To provide mechanical strength, these rotor conductors are braced to the end rings and hence form a complete closed circuit resembling like a cage, and hence got its name as squirrel cage induction motor. The squirrel cage rotor winding is made symmetrical as end rings permanently short the bars. The rotor resistance is quite small and it is not possible to add external resistance as the bars get permanently shorted. The absence of slip ring and brushes make the construction of squirrel cage three-phase induction motor very simple, robust, and widely used. These motors have the advantage of adopting any number of pole pairs. Second type is the wound rotor. The wound rotor consists of slotted armature. Insulated conductors are put in the slots and connected to form a three-phase double layer distributed winding similar to the stator winding. The rotor windings are connected in star. The open ends of the star circuits are brought outside the rotor and connected to three insulated slip rings. Slip rings, as you're watching in the figure, the slip rings are mounted on the shaft with brushes resting on them. Revol- Slip ring or wound rotor three-phase induction motor. So I hope the construction of wound rotor is clear to you. So what is wound rotor? In this type of three-phase induction motor, the rotor is wound for same number of poles as that of stator. इसमें जितने number of poles rotor में होंगे उतने ही number of poles winding stator में होंगी, but it has less number of slots and has fewer turns per phase of a heavier conductor. The rotor also carries star or delta winding similar to that of stator winding. The rotor consists of number of slots and rotor windings are placed inside these slots. The three end terminals are connected together to form a star connection. As its name indicates, three-phase slip ring induction motor consists of slip rings connected on the same shaft as that of rotor. The three ends of three-phase windings are permanently connected to these slip rings. The external resistance can be easily connected through the brushes and slip rings and hence used for speed controlling and improving the starting torque of three-phase induction motor. The brushes are used to carry current to and from the rotor winding. These brushes are further connected to three-phase star-connected resistance. Now, what is the difference between slip ring and squirrel cage induction motor? So, construction is complicated due to the presence of slip rings and brushes. Yes, slip ring motor में brushes present होती हैं and slip rings होती हैं जिसकी वजह से उसकी construction complicate हो जाती है, whereas squirrel cage motors की construction जो होती है वो easy होती है. The rotor winding is similar to that of stator winding. Rotor winding and stator winding same होगी, दोनों में same number of poles होंगे और मतलब जितने poles stator में होंगे उतने ही number of slots rotor में होंगे. Squirrel cage में the rotor consists of rotor bars which are permanently shorted with the help of end rings. इसमें winding नहीं होती, इसमें हम copper bars या aluminium bars use करते हैं parallelly slots में उसमें उसको excite करने के लिए with the help of the stator magnetic field. We can easily add rotor resistance by using slip rings and brushes in slip ring. Squirrel cage में क्या होता है, since the rotor bars are permanently shorted, it is not possible to add external resistance. Due to the presence of external resistance, high starting torque can be obtained in slip ring motors. Squirrel cage में starting torque is low and cannot be improved. Slip rings and brushes are present. Slip rings and brushes are absent in squirrel cage. Frequent maintenance is required due to the presence of brushes in slip ring. जब motor run करेगी so with the due to friction brushes का contact lose होगा जिसकी वजह से उसको बार बार maintenance की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. Squirrel cage में हम brushes use नहीं करते हैं, slip rings use नहीं करते हैं तो maintenance उसकी कम होती है. The construction is complicated and the presence of brushes and slip rings makes the motor more costly. Exactly. So in squirrel cage the construction is simple, robust and it's cheap as compared to slip ring induction motor. Slip ring में क्या होता है, this motor is rarely used, only 10% industry uses slip ring induction motor. Squirrel cage की construction simple होने की वजह से, low cost होने की वजह से widely use की जाती है. Rotor copper losses are high and hence less efficiency because इसमें हम रेजिस्टेंस यूज़ करते हैं, ब्रशेज यूज़ करते हैं और बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स कंस्ट्रक्शन इसमें जो लॉसेज हैं वो ज़्यादा होते हैं. वेयर एज स्क्विरल केज में लेस रोटर कॉपर लॉसेज होते हैं, हाई इफिशिएंसी होती है. स्पीड कंट्रोल बाय रोटर रेजिस्टेंस मैटर इज़ पॉसिबल. आगे हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे स्पीड कंट्रोल मेथड, तो उसमें आपको पता चलेगा कि ड्यू टू द प्रेजेंस ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस इन स्लिप रिंग इसकी जो स्पीड कंट्रोल मेथड होता है वो इजी होता है, वेयर एज स्क्विरल केज मोटर्स में रेजिस्टेंस प्रेजेंट नहीं होता. सो वी कांट कंट्रोल दिस द स्पीड ऑफ द स्क्विरल केज विद द हेल्प ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस. Slip ring induction motor are used. Very high starting torque is required, that is in hoist, cranes, elevator, etc. Squirrel cage induction motor is used in lathes, drilling machine, fan, blower, printing machines, etc. I hope the construction, working and principle of three-phase induction motor